Hi all, welcome to Cassie in the garden. Again, I'm Cassie on the plot. I've just popped down, it's Thursday after work and I've not been very active here for a while. Life has just been busy, we'll just go with busy. But I'm here, so let's have a look around. I've got a list of as long as me arm of things I want to do, but let's see what we can do. I think a bit of a tidy up is on the cards. Popped down here a couple of days ago for a failed visit with the crazy munchkin. So I need to do some tidying up here so he can play again without having a row like we did last time. I've got some goodies. Stuff to plant out, stuff to do other things with. Let's have a look. So, in no particular order, I have some beetroot and some fennel sown in cells so they at least get a chance before the slugs eat them. Speaking of slugs, I want a slug battle. I've got oats, I know that helps. I've got beer, sadly not for me, for the slugs, to make some slug pubs. And also a load of coffee grounds. That's a bit mouldy. So the beer, left over from a barbecue on Saturday. Sorry guys, I will replace them when you come back. I have drunk a couple as well. Slugs like beer, slugs trap beer, slugs stop eating my plants. Oats. Slugs eat oats, get bloated, sluggish, don't eat my plants. Hopefully they get slow enough to get eaten by birds. The slugs there. Coffee grounds. Slugs apparently don't like crawling over coffee grounds because they're grainy, gritty. They don't like it anyway. Something else I want to do is feed. What has survived, feed it. What have I got here? Organic and natural plant growth stimulant, liquid seaweed concentrate. I just find you can't go wrong with it. It's just a really good all-around feed. I've got to mix it with water and then just feed stuff. So we're feeding my brassicas and my sweet corn. I think that's literally the only things that have survived. Oh, sweet corn's looking good. Yeah, lovely job. It's not the best year, not the best I've done. Last year was pretty good, but considering I've only got 6 plants in the end, quite chuffed to maybe get one, maybe two kernels, I don't know, 2 corn cobs out of a plant. Oh, look at these bad boys. My strawberries are putting out some yummy, scrummy runners. I'm going to plant these up at some point. I need to peg them down. Haven't done yet. Probably won't be a job for today, but it's definitely a job for the very near future. And of course, when I do peg them, I'll share that with you. Really easy to do. It's just to encourage the roots that you just saw sticking out, just to encourage them to grow really, and they just grow nice plants. And then doing that, I'll then have even more strawberry plants, leave these guys to fruit next year, cut off any runners they produce, then this year's runners will grow into new plants, and then I'll have a constant cycle of new strawberry plants, because you're meant to replace them every 3 years, which I have done this year. but it's just meant I've gone without strawberries, which is a bit of a bummer. So if I have like a constant new cycle, so each year, then it gets to the 3 years, I'll have some strawberry plants that are going to give me some fruit. Jobs are good. Mega courgette fail. Never ever done so badly with courgettes. Look at these. Just eat them. Absolutely eat them. Do you know what? I'm absolutely gutted. It's been a really crappy year for slugs. I know they're out there. I know they eat everything. But I've just never ever had this much trouble. And I've only had my plot. What's this? My second summer. But I've been gardening for a good handful of years now. Never had this much trouble. So I'm really gutted. I think it's part of the reason I've probably not been very active on here, and I've not been very active with gardening, because I'm just like, what's the point? What is the point when everything gets feckin' eaten? I'm going to do what I can do, address some slug issues, catch some slugs, put them in a happy beer filled place, and I'm going to replant this area. I'm going to put my fennel in here and cover them with netting, and also some slug protection as well. So just hope for the best. So don't be too fooled by this leafiness. It's only just started to survive slugs. So that one's dead, that's coming out. That one's coming out. Mashed potato squash. You can see, I think it's like slug trail. I didn't think they'd climb along here because it's so spiky, but nothing stops the bloody things. But I'm trying to be a bit better with succession and stuff this year. So like I said, I've got some fennel, that might grow. And I've done loads of cauliflower and spring cabbage that will go in later this year. Probably over here. Is that sowing? I can't see anything now. There's a potato bed. Oh yeah, that weed bit. That's potatoes. So once they're all out, I'll put my brassicas in, the cauliflowers and the spring cabbage. Yeah, because they'll get more sun over there now, because the sun's pretty low this time of year, and it's only going to get a lot lower. And thanks to the trees behind me. Mega shady plot. And that is probably why the squash plants down here, I think that's probably part of the reason why they've not grown strong enough to I don't know, be strong enough to avoid being absolutely killed by slugs, because this part of the plot is a bit more shady. I didn't realise how much more shady until this year. I've spent a lot more time on it. So this corner, I'm not going to grow sweet corn or anything that needs sun ever again. So this would actually be a good place for cauliflowers and spring cabbages. Nah, it'd be too cold over winter. I'll stick them over there. Cool, so that's one little job done. Now we've just got to rinse out the wheelbarrow before Finn comes here, which won't be for a few days. everywhere. So many. I cleared this the other day. Ooh, I'm going to stake me broccoli because that could do with some support. Put my coffee grounds down. Put my coffee grounds down. A few beer pubs, slug pubs, and some oats. And hope for the best. Wish me luck. Just realised that I put my coffee, I still can't say, my coffee grounds down, and I still want to feed it, so they're going to get a bit soggy. So, seaweed, easy peasy. I've got water just out of the tap. I could use the water, but I need to fix the tap. There's no maggots left in there, they've all gone, so they were hoverflies. So I feel like I've given back to nature by letting them live in there and stinking up. So back to feeding my plants. So liquid seaweed, I think I got this from Bums, B&M's, which is, if you're not in Britain, it's just like a massive shop that sells everything, including home and garden stuff. Great for a bargain. What does it tell me to put in? So direction for use: in a cap, fill to the top is 15 millilitres. Shake bottle well. Use the table provided. So on the table says what treatment you want to give it. So if you're propagating a transplanting, if you're growing on a maturing plants, or for fruit, veggies and fruit basically, so which is, what am I doing? I'm kind of maturing plants, aren't I? Because they're not going to fruit yet, but some of them are. Let's just go for that one. It's not going to do it any harm, especially the amount of time I ever spend doing this, which is not enough. Bad gardener. So 1 inner capful into 4.5 litres of water. This is 13 litres. What the bloody hell's that then? 4.5 litres, 9, 13.5. That's not bad. So that's 3 capfuls. 3 capfuls in a cap. Oh look, it's even got, you won't see it now, but there is actually a line that says 15 ml on it. Well, okay, that's a bit more than we need, but hey ho. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. This is 10 litres. That's about 2. One, 2. Okay, that would do for now. I'm going to give it a stir, because normally you put it in while the water's pouring. Oh, I do anyway. I'm going to choose the biggest stick I can find to stir it with. Okay, let's get feeding. Before I pour it on, I'm just going to go around each plant, and you might have seen me do it a bit on the other clips, but I'm going to go around each plant and just push the soil down a bit, so there's a little bit of a, I don't know, a moat around the plant to try and pull the feed, because otherwise it's just going to run off. Then it's a waste of time. So I'm just going to press the ground down around my plants, by the roots to encourage a bit of a moat that will hold water, or that will hold the feed. Because let's face it, these bad boys need all the help they can get. So, slug traps or slug pubs. I'm using these. You can use any pot, yogurt pot, probably a really big yogurt pot's best. And I'm gonna. It's tricky knowing where to position them because the slugs are going to come to the beer. On their way there, they might come across your plants. Hopefully, the beer will entice them more than the plants. Some people put them like in amongst the plants, some people put them well away so they go right over there. What I'm going to do is pop just a couple on the ends here, so here in this corner and then one in that corner. Maybe actually I'm going to put one over by the dahlia as well. So I'm thinking this is a nice clear area. So hopefully if anything comes from this way, they'll go yum yum, scrummy scrum. If there's anything living under the dahlia, they'll go to that one. If there's anything living under this, when the net comes down, they'll go to either this one in this corner or that one under the dahlia. So to do it, pot, beer, ideally really cheap beer, because this is a waste of beer in my opinion, but I'm not the biggest fan of Carlsberg, although I quite happily drink this right now. But anyway, I've not been to the shop yet, so these were left over from my barbecue. Sorry guys, I will replace them. So, pot, beer, hole in the ground. You want to bury the pot about, so there's still a little bit of a lip, because we don't want like little creepy crawlies falling in, because they won't get out. So leave a lip, then the ground beetles are safe, and any other like wood lice or other creepy crawlies are safe. They won't fall in by accident. Slugs will climb over, plop, get drunk, and go to the big slug pub in the sky. Hole. Bit deeper. I want to make sure the slugs definitely get in there. Look at that, that's good. And if they get past the coffee and the oats, so they have a nice meal on the way there, and then they'll get to the bar. Beer. Oh, it smells good. And also, it'd be good to cover them. Cover the slug pub, just so it doesn't fill up with water when it rains. That scared the bejesus out of me. There's a park, like a green area next door. It's obviously a dog. I hope it's just a dog the other side of the fence. And I'm not about to get eaten by a bear. Anyway, pub, roof, rain won't get in there, beer won't dilute. Nobody likes watered down beer. So the net's back on the brassicas. I appreciate it looks awful now because it's such a hodgepodge of nets. So hoping next year to get some proper ones, because there's some really good examples of how to do it around here. So yeah, get some proper stuff, rig it up better, and yeah, but that's next year. We're just getting by this year. What I did want to tell you actually is when I was just staking up my broccoli and having a bit of a clear, I pulled out all the bottom leaves that are dying off basically, because okay, going yellow, the plant's not going to get anything out of it, and also slugs love decay, so these die off, land on the ground, hello slugs. So if they're not on there, they can't decay, and they came off really easily. So that, in my mind, that's kind of the way the plant tells you if it doesn't want it anymore anyway. It just like literally drops off. So these will be a nice addition to the compost bin. Look at this. This is how come I have so many poppies growing here. Because the seed, look how many seeds. I've actually managed to spend a decent amount of time here today, which I'm majorly grateful for, so thank you, awesome husband. I tried to come down on, don't know, Tuesday night with a tide fin. It didn't happen. It was rubbish. I feel mean because, well, he wanted the wheelbarrow cleared out, and I was like, look, I'm not doing it now because it was a really messy job, and I didn't want him getting all gunked up because it was yuck. So that caused a mega tantrum for him, and that caused a mega tantrum from me. So we left. So that sucked, and it really got to me actually, because lately I've been struggling for ages. But I just constantly feel like I can't do anything I want to do. It's just weird. So I said to Stu, I can't take Finn in the evenings again because he gets too tired, and it's not fair on him. So Stu was like, well, come Thursday, pick Finn up from nursery, and then, because Finn gets fed and watered at nursery all day, so he doesn't need a proper cooked meal by the time he gets home. So I don't have to be home to do that. I don't have to be home to do that. So that's freed me up to come down here when I finish work and actually concentrate on some jobs I wanted to get done. Anyway, I'm just insanely grateful for just having this time, because I needed it. I need my happy place, as Val, I think it was you, pointed out, yeah, a while ago when I was talking about quitting the plot. Yeah, so I need my happy place, and having this time here on my own with no time pressures has given me that. And I'm really happy. I don't want to look at it, but I am really happy. So yeah. So on that note, I'm gonna water my sweet corn. Just found some beer left. There's nothing in it but beer. I think I put that in it. Oh well, cheers. Super chuffed with some effort I put in on my rum terrace the other week. Just as I'm walking back, there's so much inspiration on these plots. It's fantastic. You can learn so much from your neighbours. Have a look. Well, thanks for joining me all. I'm not sure if I said this already. Sorry I got a bit emotional earlier. Bonkers, I know. But it just means a hell of a lot to me. Yeah, if you like, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Do subscribe if you haven't already. And do comment. I'd love to hear from you. Happy growing!